that back, Turbo.
I committed all the dots. Put that foreign out the lot. Move the family to the docks. Put some diamonds in my watch. Ballin' like a big shot. Ballin' like a big shot. Ballin' like a big shot. Businessman, I pop my collar. That must be a scholar. Spent 2K on ball, man.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Chicago, they're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season.
And for Chicago, they look ready to make all their fans forget about last season's horrible showing. They've already picked up some impressive victories.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Robinson in at the 3. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine and Valentine are the wingmen. And it's Dunn in at the point. Here's Curry with the 3. Sinks the triple. Curry's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Well, it really doesn't matter whether the offense is clicking. Steph Curry's long-range shot is a reliable option always.
Curry against Dunn. The 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers. It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Pass to Valentine. Pocket 6. The pass to Dunn. Shot to stop the run. That's tipped.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Looney passes to Curry. Thompson for 3. Offensive rebound. Green kicks it to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson misses. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Doris with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Stolen by Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And so Levine nails both of them.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And the basket by Curry.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Valentine, guarded by Robinson. Valentine passes to Markkanen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And with LaVine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Here's Dunn. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side Curry. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And it's Dunn in the corner. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen, and Satoransky's subbed in for Chris Dunn. Then for the Warriors, Omari Spellman comes in for Kevon Looney, and it's Burks in for Glenn Robinson III. At the top of the key, Curry. On the wing, Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Now here's Valentine. D right on him. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
LaVine finds Young. Back to LaVine. Paxson coming off the assist from Young.
Zach LaVine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag. Yes, sir.
Pass to Thompson. Curry on the wing. Shoots the 3. Rebound collected by LaVine. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. And LaVine throws it down.
Well, few will be able to match up with LaVine in the open court. Fast and fluid.
He passes it to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Here's Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Thompson's got 12.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
LaVine, again, LaVine missing. On its way from Burks for 2. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. At forward, Thompson and McKinney. Alec Burks is out there with Russell. And it's Spellman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thompson for the triple. The shot comes out, and the Bulls going the other way now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach.
Stop it! Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, LaVine has got a creative streak.
Russell dishes to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's 15 points for Klay Thompson.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Young. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, such an aggressive play. Young not taking no for an answer, just overpowers the defense.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Young outside. Got a piece of it. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Markkanen, he's checked in for LaVine. The Warriors also with a sub. Looney's checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Count the basket.
Boy, masterful work from Thaddeus Young. He's got such tremendous length down there.
Outside Russell. There's the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Bulls trail by 20. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Warriors. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Second chance shot. And Carter lays it up and in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Spellman. It's deflected.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Russell from long range knocks down the 3 ball. Russell's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes, and Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Here's Arcidiacono. Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Russell kicks to Robinson. Here's Looney, defended by Carter. Looney passes to McKinney. Golden State moving it around. Outside for Robinson. Clock is at 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
Boy, you love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Dunn kicks to Arcidiacono. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Russell. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. But they get it back. Green finds Robinson. Here's Curry, goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got 19 points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. No good, unable to end this run.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Now Valentine. Carter outside. And count it from 19 feet away. Carter's got 8. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 26 points as we get.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like a warm-up. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Markkanen and Carter are up front. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Valentine in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Looney kicks to Curry. Trains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors.
I'm not sure there's a more dangerous catch-and-shoot player in the NBA than Steph Curry. If you give him space, look out.
Markkanen against Curry. Markkanen can't get it to go. Warriors shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Levine can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
On the wing, Thompson. From outside the arc. On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Baseline jumper. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Tries from 10. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
High arcing shot, and Levine finishes inside. Levine's got 10 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Green left side. Back to Looney. Thompson outside. Robinson down low. The pass to Looney. 4 on the clock. Thompson way outside. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the fourth of this 5-game homestand. And then Carter with the dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Pass to Thompson. Green with the ball. Guarded by Levine. Here's Curry with the three. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Thompson against Levine. Here's Valentine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Robinson from the low block. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They get a hand on it. Thompson passes to Looney. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Satoransky's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Chris Dunn. Burks' shot is good.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Felicio. Satoransky with it. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Satoransky's got 6.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Passes it to Burks. Some nice passing by Golden State here. From 10 feet out, and it's Golden State with another.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
In the corner, it's Levine. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we know Zach LaVine has got tremendous athleticism, but he's also got tremendous basketball skill and putting it to work here.
Arcidiacono taking his time here. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Looney. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Looney's got 9 points here in the second half. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Looney passes to McKinney over Levine, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Young dishes to Levine. Burks with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. That one goes in. He's got 6.
Well, Thad Young is more than comfortable busting out that soft floater. Go to work, young man.
There's Russell with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We hear this a lot, Doris, the great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Evans, and it's Poole in at the point guard position. Chicago with the ball. Hutchison passes to Arcidiacono. Here's Hutchison, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Got that bucket in no time at all. Here's Hutchison. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Pass to Arcidiacono. 5 on the clock. Here's Felicio. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Felicio's got his first points of the game. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's McKinney, and there's the pass to Pascal. Here's Blakeney, and he slams it one-handed.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Cristiano Felicio.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Yes, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, #1, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul. Cristiano Felicio. At the line for the Bulls.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Russ, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Knocked loose. Up the floor. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Blakeney. Here's Hutchison. Takes a three. And Pascal pulls it down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Passes it to Arcidiacono. Plays it up and banks it in.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Pass to Poole. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Here's Gafford. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Evans passes to Pascal. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Curry. Shot from 16. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Blakeney.
Golden State foul. Checking in for the Warriors, Allen Burks.
5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
You already know, you better.
Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Man, just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the with the liquor. G-Wagon, G-Wagon.
Starting at small forward, at 6'6" inches, number 22, Blaine Robinson. Starting at center, standing 6'8", number 5, Kevin Looney. From Michigan State, number 23,
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a 4-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner three, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Leonard.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Harrell in at the 5. And for the Warriors, Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. And he's good on the 3-ball. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us. Brent, your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench. That is true.
A little bit.
14's still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. Yep, it counts.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Looney kicks to Curry. Outside Robinson. Golden State moving it around. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out to Thompson from past the arc. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Harrell dishes to Beverly. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. Pass to Looney. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Warriors, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Leonard attacking. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brett, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
High praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And checking out the stats for Beverly. This past month, he's really set himself apart. 10th in free throw shooting, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And yet, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nobody near Leonard. Here's Zubac. And Looney sends it back. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, LA was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
Here's Lynn. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And stolen by Russell. Launches it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Clippers trail by 4. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. There's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Thompson outside. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. He's got 15.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Leonard on the wing, uncovered. And it's Looney with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And that one's good. Russell.
Oh, my man way beyond the arc. D'Angelo snatched.
Clippers trail by 8. Shamet kicks to Lynn. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Outside, Russell. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Thompson outside. From deep three-point range. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Leonard from 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back to the action after this word. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Shamet and Leonard are on the wing. Green is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Lynn in at the point guard position.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Spellman with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, he may have worn out his welcome in L.A., but D'Angelo Russell found a good landing spot in Brooklyn. A team in rebuild, in need of an offensive infusion. They've unleashed his talent.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Paul George comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jeremy Lin. Now here's Beverley. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And Russell at 6'5", able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the one. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending smaller. Everybody wants that switch ability on defense.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Curry. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Curry with it. Defended by Beverley. Russell from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 9 points for D'Angelo Russell.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Here's the pass to Zubac. He kicks to Williams. Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
When it comes to hustle, effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 points that are just so important? And sometimes, with the win-or-loss in the balance.
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize. You're exactly right. Shot clock at 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season? Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Amari Spellman. Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Robinson is subbed in for Russell. It's Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
1:09 left now here in the second. Burks with the steal. And Green with the basket on the assist by Burks. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Beverly, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Ball's knocked loose.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Chicago Bulls. Williams for 3. Here's Harrell. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Curry with the 3. Green with the rebound. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Beverly's got 6.
Good route there from Beverly in transition, so quick and then really decisive on his line to the basket.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of it.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. Jack, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, you got to love Klay Thompson. He can make impact with or without the ball. I've seen this guy hit 60 points with 9 dribbles. Very unselfish.
That about wraps.
And there was wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher, but his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney, and it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, it's no way. I mean, there's just a sliver of daylight, and there's 3 more.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Robinson. Pass to Curry. Kicks to Thompson. From the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 24 points.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Here's Leonard. The offensive rebound, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Leonard's got 16.
Yes, but they won drops after the 0-of-3 start.
The deep 3 from Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his 2nd Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Omari Spellman has come in for Golden State. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Glenn Robinson III. The Clippers also making some changes. Landry Shamet comes in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Patrick Beverley.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
To the paint. Here's Spellman. Up and in on the layup. Spellman's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lin with it. Green with the block.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Fires for 3. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line. Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. Lin's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell, and it's JaMychal Green in for George. A 3 from Leonard. He can't get that one, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 19-4 run right now. Jacks up a 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so Lin will bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Shamet. His first shot coming late. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Warriors have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Curry. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
How great the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Then the pass to Leonard. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 2 open that time, made it look too easy.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Russell finds Burks. On the wing, Thompson fires from deep, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Shamet the pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that? Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Lynn against Russell, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Clippers with the ball. Here's Leonard. He's got 16. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that.
And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Patrick Beverley. Harkless is out there with Robinson. It's Kabengele in at the 5 spot. And it's Magruder missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Deflects the pass, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's about focus, and Rodney Magruder had it on that play.
The Warriors shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Got that one up quick.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Mo Harkless, the basket, on the assist by Beverley. Harkless has got his first points in this one. Robinson against Burks. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Here's Poole. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Beverly. Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot
about... Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league? Right. As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Here's Kabengele. Pass to Magruder. Outside Robinson. From beyond the arc. The shot by Harkless, no good. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Golden State moving it around. Evans bounce pass. It's stolen. Here's Robinson. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's gonna do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Here's Pascal. Smile-a-geesh. Count that one. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years, and sometimes 4, when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Magruder. Now the pass to Lin. .156 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harkless. It's good.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And yes, it's good.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Harkless has got 6 points in the quarter.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's McKinney, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
From deep, but they recover it.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Lynn with it. Evans picks him up.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
And so here is Golden State and the basket by Pascal.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's McKinney, and he makes good on the layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Outside, Lynn, and finished off by Robinson.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now all right, David, thank you.
I got a beautiful smile. Honestly, I forgot how. Since I put my boy, sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while. I'm in the bay in the town. Debating about who is the greatest. What you debating about? Taking for clout, I know. Who running your house without staking it out if you ain't really bout that you say you about? I went a different route. I just go pivot the couch. I just envision the count. Then I go get that amount. I got a beautiful house, but honestly, I skip the town anytime that the temperature's down. So someone dissed me in the crew, but honestly, I forgot who. Cause next thing was crazy is that it's somebody I probably knew. Me, I don't get it, no clue. That just some you don't do. That just some more I add to the list that I can't get no energy to. Watch what you put up on the web. You don't want everyone aware. I just had to lead the hood cause treating me like a celeb. I just went and cut my dread, but I got some beautiful hair. I am just searching for something that's real cause they really know what they say. I gotta smile, but honestly, how? I put my boy. Sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while. I'm in the bay in the town. Debating about who is the greatest, what you debating about. Yeah, yeah. I swear that it's always something. Get to it, I always want something. Hey, I swear that it's all assumption. Hey, hair out, they always want something.
I got a beautiful condo, stacking my bread for the house next. Labels keep trying to sign me. They do not have the amount yet. See, I come from a place where them don't usually amount. Boarded up houses across from the suburbs that's causing a feud like the northern and southern. To fight for the because society got them running in your mother's house. Cause they under your covers, there's no undercovers that's pointing they running for cover. The news ain't gonna cover, there's nothing to govern when each other to deal with each other for dealing to others, dealing with the facts, making wonder who gon' have my back when the storm thunder. He gon' take the cook and make it, ain't no thinking twice. He don't never stutter, money in his sight, running to them numbers, that's the finish line. Right before he crosses blue and red lights, central booking covered. Something like his cousin, that's the way of life. Nothing's ever promised, but
I got a beautiful smile. Honestly, I forgot how. Since I put my boy in the, sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while. I'm in the bay in the town. Debating about who is the greatest, what you debating about. Yeah, yeah. I swear that it's always something. Get to it, I always want something. Hey, I swear that it's all assumption. Hey, hair out, they always want something.
Hey, hey. We came to fight, we came to win. We lost before, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knocked us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win, win, yeah. I had to stop being basic. Part of my dreams had to chase me. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never could bend. Just wanna win, win. Wake up, I had to stay up, took a few pay cuts, I had to save up. Now they can't say much, changing the game up. Back on my grind like I never left. Gotta take this to a level up. Gotta stay focused, can't mess it up. Gotta move smart, cause I know that they testing us. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash, there's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad.
I studied the game like a tool, schooling the kids with no rules, giving out gold like a boost, calling me king like a moose. Just a young man from the land full of Africans where they try to play us for the goal right now. Leading all my people in the struggle on the bubble, trying to hustle past fork in the road right now. All my ready for the call, all I gotta do is push the button and they gonna hold me down. Build an empire like City Bed, feeling like Didier, focus on the goal right now. Always had the beats on lock, now I got the flow on lock. To the top, pull Kendrick on the clock, that's a violence, I know shot, I ain't never on the block, I was just passing the rock, I was just jamming the pot, Range Rover with no top, Range Rover with no top, with my dang it, chain go bling go black, teeth go neck go, Stilo retro, we got my people show out, yeah. Más, luz, más, Moose, mas, moose, mas, moose. I studied the game like a tool. Schooling the kids with no rule. Giving out gold like a boost. Calling me king like a moose.
Better call me king like Shango. Only see it green like Rondo. Gold, everything on me pronto. Fitting 30 kings, 50 queens in a condo. Clear course sitting on my wrist. More real estate. Putting all the in a tribe. On baby, on kids, on guys. Surrounded by the opposite anyone. East side rolling through the traffic. Hit me up, Pan African. Send me one. I can make a god out of savage. 21. He said he run the block. I said we gon' own the block. Boys standing sitting, watch you better come and get this bread, boy. Running from the cops. I said we gon' own the cops. Putting money in the stocks. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Well, Haiti, I be going voodoo crazy, so we got Lord Haiti to produce. Stones on me looking at my deuce. Putting gold in the hood like a moose. Try.
And it's true that if you take time and consider, all the dynamics around you and supporting you and those that are against you, that you'll find the answers to make a way out of no way. And that the answers will come through you so that you could contribute to the community and give back.
Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little photo bombs. Cropping you right at the picture. Hard Body can't get my number. I cover him as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little photo bombs. I'm cropping you right at the picture. Hard Body can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Head to toe, it get expensive. Cartier lens for my vision. I see you fake pretending. You burnt, you ran out of minutes. You burnt. Come round and president of the baby. They salute the kid like lieutenant. Salute. Rock this that I can't even spell. Louis my shell, new money trail. My F Fendi, your F is for like a soldier. Motor sound like it's a polar. Ice on the choker. She look older, she shake it like she came from the know ya. He a dog, I lay paw. I ain't fighting it all. No, I just tear down them all. I buy it all. I want it all. You like a star. We the youngest involved. Lost my voice, need a haul. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little photo bombs. Cropping you right at the picture. Hard Body can't get my number. I cover him as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little photo bombs. I'm cropping you right at the picture. Hard Body can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Can't wait for a minute and pay, she go get it. I need it, my fingers is itching. Vacation I'm living, got so many Benjamins, they think I'm getting it printed. I came with them you did. This still living in crib. You can't even come for the kid. Louboutin walking, you just want some money. I'm in that ghost, you can say the whip 100. I walk in your and I do what I want. Just spend on like 30. I got enough bread to feed you little birdie. Bought up Diamond District. I'm up in New York, my Millie right sturdy. Speaking out facts. To the max. I used to jug in them X. Now I'm barefooted, relax. I'm eating spaghetti and catfish. Pull up in that sport back to back. Looking like cataracts. Club throwing that right at the picture. Pop little photo bomb. Cropping you right at the picture. Hard Body can't get my number. I cover him as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Don't get no right at the picture. Pop little photo bomb. I'm cropping you right at the picture. Hard Body can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East LeBron. I did not come to play with you.
They check it to 10.
I'ma shoot. Hey, get the. Let's go. I like math if you add pesos. Half go.
do what I say so. Mad cause my cash way more. Gotta have payroll. Meet me at the stop by the Vaco. I ain't no hip hop god, no. I ain't no hip hop savior, no. I ain't yet. I'm major. Give me space, I ain't really the type to be. Pack up, one plan, get my stacks up. I'm gon' make moves, you get passed up, catch up. No, we can't match up. They wanna act up, pack up. I don't like giving no dap up. I don't like talking if it ain't getting cash up, wrap up. No, I don't wanna catch up. If he act funny, gotta move. Watch that love, watch that groove, watch that buzz in the stew. We don't fuss. Let's go. I like math if you add pesos. Has echo. I don't ask, do what I say so. Mad cause my cash way more. In the lab, gotta have zero. Meet me at the stop by the mobbing. Hey. Take. Mobbing. Come here, I just made. Hey. I've been chasing that. I've been chasing that. I've been chasing that. I be chasing that. Shorty wanna give me back. Told that back. I be chasing that. I've been chasing that.
Walking in the sunshine. But that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Woke up in a good mood. Sally full of cartoons.
Boat, boat. Boat, boat. Yeah. Yeah. Boat, boat. Pencil. Woo. Yeah. Hey, hey. You ain't know about it, you know it now. You say you gotta hear it from the go mouth. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. Hey, worldwide, but I'm so south. They say you gotta hear it from the go mouth. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. Yeah. Go talk. Oh, they say I need to let go of my past. Told them they can kiss my whole. At this point, I already got the bag. All y'all chasing what I already had. I've been away. I made a whole career. I'll be having to save. Then they turned their back on me and I forgave. Now they my sons. I did not sign up to raise. At least behave. See, I got Grammys on Grammys. I got awards all in my crib. Feed me Houdinis who wanted me to disappear. They wanna replace me. How you replace top tier? You ain't no pencil. You just been here for a year. Yeah. I ain't tryna stunt, homie. The growth of your career is just a month for me. I know the last couple years been a slump for you. And now you mad that I got the one up on you. Yeah, you ain't know about it, you know it now. You say you gotta hear it from the go mouth. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. Hey, worldwide, but I'm so south. They say you gotta hear it from the go mouth. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. Yeah, they say I need to get back on my. I told them they can my hold. At this point I already. You still trying to that I already did. I've been the truth. You don't wanna see me go off in this booth. That leap of faith to get you. Respect the OG, yeah, you know me, who is you? Hey, what they do? These unoriginal, hypocritical. It'll hit you in it. Get it to you the old-fashioned way. Cynical missions for them that's acting thick a little. You gon' listen to what I have to say, yeah. I ain't tryna stunt, homie. The growth of your career is just a month for me. I know the last couple years been a slump for you. And now you're mad that I got the one up on you. Yeah, you ain't know about it, you know it. Say you gotta hear it from the go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk. Hey, worldwide, but I'm so south. Say you gotta hear it from the go talk. That's that, go talk. That's that, go talk.
They say I need to get back on my rap. I say they need to get up. The greatest of all time, check my stats. But you look like Wayne, you sound like Wayne, me getting catfish. Calling me a has-been, when the only thing I have been is everything they haven't been. Looking like my mannequins, sounding like some amateurs. I call them Tunchi scavengers, I need to sue their managers. All these little robots, do they even include the batteries? This ain't that and that ain't this. Feel like I've been cloned, dog. I just cut your song off. That sound like womp womp. I just cut some meat on. That lit like neon. Grammys on my shelf. I know some that deserve they on my shelf, but they didn't have. I'm on a planet somewhere else. On something else. If these rappers is my sons, as a parent I have failed. I'm the GOAT. I don't even write, but one quote's better than everything you ever wrote. That's true. She got a goat tattoo. I got a ghost statue. You got a quote that too from the goat mouth.
Waking up next to you in the middle of the week. Never needed anyone to send me off to sleep. And I know I said go slow, but I can't hold back no more. Got a premonition, this ain't gonna be a fling. You make a weekend feel like a year. Baby, you got me changing 24/7, I want you here. I hope you feel the same thing. I want you to be the one that's on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. I want you to be the one on Monday night, Tuesday night, every night. Are you gonna be the one that's on my mind 365 all the time? I want you to be the one to stay and give me the night and day. I want you to be there on a Monday night, Tuesday night, every night. Are you gonna be the one that's on my mind? 365 all the time. I want you to be the one to stay and give me the night and day.
Yeah, hey. Look, yeah. Dude like Robin. Rolex diamonds. Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Buy brown Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin. Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin. Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Like Robin, Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Like Batman, know that I'm, just know that I'm, just left church, I'm wildin', Bobby round Rolex diamonds, Rolex diamonds, She don't wanna leave, she vibing. I just left church, I'm wildin'. I'm wildin'. Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Heat it up, heat it up, heat it. No sit, riding out. No, I never. But something about me just tell you I will. If you're not my friend, I don't fake it, I never. Young wrapped in some Mason Margiela. 2 icy chains on top of my sweater. This the success of my latest endeavors. When I come around, I guess they not together. I'm making her better. She wanna come and play Jenga, I let her. If she from the hood, I could take her wherever. I ain't making no statements. I bought it cash, I ain't making no payments. I gave it to DJs and they never played it. Except for the hood and the ghetto, I'm famous. Lawyers check it. You ain't have to finesse it. 2 praying hands, I know I'm protected. I'm the GOAT, Lord is my shepherd. Dude like Robin, Rolex diamonds. Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Buy brown Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin, Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin, Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. Like Robin, Fendi flip flops, I'm styling. See me like Batman, just know that I'm. Hey, hey, my bro went.
In the middle, 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all."
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against the Hawks, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Now Golden State's starting five. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, we've got Ball. Noel is out there with Gallinari. That's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Robertson in at the shooting guard. Now here's Paul. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my
ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. The pride is involved. And it's about your standings in the conference, and also it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in LA and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Here's Green. Looney kicks to Thompson. Another three for Golden State.
The perfect shooting form, something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
That's a 2 from Paul, and it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket. Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Ball against Curry. Free throw line jump shot. That shot off the mark. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. A three-pointer is right on target.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Paul dishes to Robertson. Paul left side. Count it. Paul's got 6 points.
And really, Paul's a threat to score from anywhere, but the mid-range jumper, this is special.
Thompson for the triple. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Well, last year, Kevin, the Warriors didn't dominate the regular season with their roster of stars. They still finished atop of the Western Conference, but were just 3rd best overall. Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Green left side. Thompson outside. Some nice passing by Golden State. Another 3 for Golden State. And the Warriors last year, Chris, they seemingly cruised through the regular season.
Yeah, Kevin, but for a team that goes to the finals 5 straight times, I think that's natural. The Warriors showed, though, that they know when to kick it into gear, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough against the Raptors.
To the middle. Here's Green, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Robertson finds Paul. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 13. On the wing, Thompson. A 3-ball. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Now, here is Robinson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Robinson. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup it and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Muscala comes in for Cephalosha. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Robertson. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Paul. Here's the break. Here's Spellman. The shot from the low post is good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And you see Clay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the final.
And Clay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, C-Web, for a spell there, it looked like Kenneth Faried was on his way to being out of the NBA for good. That changed last season with the Rockets.
Yeah, Faried found new life with the Rockets. After a move there, he looked close to his old self. It's hard to be an undersized big man who can't shoot nowadays, but there's still a spot for players like Faried who have a wonderful motor.
That one is off. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Here's McKinney. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Thunder trailing by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Right through the D for the layup.
They've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
The pass to McKinney. Thompson outside from deep three-point range. Rebound by Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And it's Schroeder missing. Thompson for the triple. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Chris Paul talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. At forward, Thompson and McKinney. D'Angelo Russell out there with Alec Burks. And it's Spellman in at the 5. Now here's Schroeder. No points in the game yet for him. Hands it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. Great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Burks for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling in a row.
Schroeder finds Gallinari. Back to Schroeder. Baseline J on the way. Here's Faried. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that one.
And good that time.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it.
Inside. Here's Green. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, I love how he used his strength that time to get a shot up. A powerful player who continues to get better.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mike Muscala, and Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Warriors, Looney's checked in for Amari Spellman. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And Curry subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. League has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. He's leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant one, flagrant two, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach. His only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
He makes one of two that time.
Kevin, well, the Warriors last season, again, with the top-rated offense, they make everything look so easy. I mean, great movement, great players.
Here's Looney, and the rejection by Noel. Here's Paul. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
With that Golden State offense, Chris, much of it starts with the passing.
Yeah, during this dynasty, Kevin, I mean, Warriors passing hasn't gotten enough credit. Perhaps one of the best passing teams ever. To average right around 30 assists per game a year is crazy.
And he's good on the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Thunder have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Cephalosha's shot is good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Robinson for 3, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Curry. Burks with it, defended by Paul. 6 to shoot, and Robinson wide open. He shoots.
That's his second personal foul.
And so Fareed will bring it up for Oklahoma City. The 11-footer, and it's Paul missing. Warriors leading by 22. Burks kicks to Curry. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Burks with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Looney, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
So it's the Thunder now, following the score by Golden State, and the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Good on the second free throw. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync, GA. I mean, they knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. Pass to Robinson. 3-pointer on the way. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And here is Paul. Following Draymond Green's three. Unloads from 13. Here's Noel. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Burks the pass to Looney. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores. Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Curry dishes to Green. Kicks it to Robinson. Back to Green. Now the pass to Burks. Curry on the wing. This one for 3. They get it again. Back to Burks. And Curry has it in the corner. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, you.
Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Andre Robertson out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Gallinari. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
And Looney sends it back. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the versatility of Thompson, I mean, you want him to defer to other scorers. He'll do it. You want him to carry the load himself. He can do that too.
And C-Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. ball. The Warriors also with a sub. McKinney's checked in. Curry from deep three-point land. And another three for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
Outside. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Stephen Curry.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Spellman, no good. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's Schroeder with the drive. The putback, Draymond Green pulls it in.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Drops in the tray.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Hits it from three-point range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about it. Great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Spellman. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Green. Passes it to Spellman. Out to Thompson. From deep. He can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Here's Spellman. Misses off the right iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for the Thunder. Burks, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. There's the triple. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And it's 8 points for Gallinari.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the 3-point line.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Drills the 3-pointer.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Spellman. Faried defending. Down low. Here's McKinney. Thompson outside from deep 3-point range. Rebound by Muscala.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Yes, that goes in.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Thompson from long range. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 35.
And the textbook form from Thompson helps him big time, especially when he's gunning from way downtown.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Schroeder. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Muscala's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Spellman, no good.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
7 seconds left in the third. And Thompson launches it from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They've got Evans, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Here's Ferguson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Smailagic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Oklahoma City's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Pass to Muscala. Here's Nader. Pass to Burton. Here's Nader. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You take a look at Thompson. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. The pass to Poole. Golden State moving it around. From downtown, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 20.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Now, here is Muscala. Here's Burton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Curry, back to Evans. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know, he's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you know, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, you know, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Bangs home the trifecta.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Poole, the pass to Curry. Evans outside. He kicks it to Curry. Passes to Poole. Lets it go from the wing. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Evans. That's 28 points for Steph Curry.
An elite scorer in this league. Curry is so active, how he looks for his shots. He's as versatile as they come.
Here's Burton. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Curry. It's Evans on the wing. Back to Curry. For three. Another three for Golden State.
No surprise to see the game's best shooter sink a three like that. Anything you can do, Curry can do better.
Here's Burton. Lets it go from 11. Kept alive. Drops in the layup for two. Poole's got his first basket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
To the wing on the left. Here's Burton. And the Thunder, another three. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Curry. The three. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Oklahoma City's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Baisley. No good on the triple. The Warriors have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Klay Thompson.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Pass to Ferguson. Fires the three. No good that time.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that sealed it.
To halt the run, and he lays it up and in.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Pass to Pascal. For the three, and it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 43 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Now we a good boy. Used to be flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash. 9 times out of 10, he gon'. Let's not pretend. Everybody starts as a kid with a pure heart, then they turn to him. Papa, mama, all the know is traumatized, freedom jeopardized. He just wanna win.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, they're currently the third-place team in the East, which doesn't represent much of a change from their finish a year ago. They're one of the conference's elite teams again. And you look at Draymond Green, emotional. He admits that sometimes it gets the best of him. But Shaq, he also says he'll never change.
Yeah, you don't want to take away that fire. You know, his greatest weakness is one of his greatest strengths.
Wow, that was pretty prolific.
Thank you.
I'll tell you. As long as the fire is channeled in the right way, guys, though, that can be a judgment call. You know, but he's got a lot of success, and that team has had a lot of success based on his play.
And that does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just about set for action. Greetings, everyone. Glad DA, take it away. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And it's Gasol in at the center position. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. Now here's Powell. Siakam outside. Lock at 6. Pass to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Well, nobody gets hot in the NBA quite like Klay Thompson, Smitty. He is something else. Wow.
Players can get hot, Kevin, but when Klay gets hot, every shot falls in. The records he set with made threes in a game, 37 points in a quarter, 60 points in 3 quarters. When he gets rolling, it's a treat to watch.
Here's Anunoby. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Now, here's Lowry. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Lowry's shot is good.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
The pass to Looney. Golden State moving it around. Now Green, who's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. And another 3 for Golden State.
And what this team loves about Green, a Swiss Army knife of tools that can beat you in many ways.
Lowry for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Outside, Green. Poked away. Robinson passes to Green. Latrey. Gasol with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lowry inside the line. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Shoots over Curry. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offense with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Omari Spellman has come in for Looney. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Robinson. Burks, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Russell in for Curry.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
That time, Russell just sneaks in there on the drive. Defender couldn't react in time, and that was all she wrote. And D'Angelo Russell was expected to be targeted this past summer. Ends up as a sign and trade to the Warriors. Was going to leave Brooklyn after the Durant signing no matter what. Should be an interesting fit.
Johnson from outside, and the three ball is good.
The catch and shoot game, something you want to be able to do at this level. Johnson's been putting in the work.
Green left side. Here's the three. That shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot. At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Hollis Jefferson. Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
It's good from long range. Green's got 15.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's blocked. McKinney passes to Spellman. Now Green. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Game plan tonight, get Draymond a lot of touches, and he has been up to the challenge.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic.
You come in every day, guys in the gym.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
So the Raptors 5 right now. You've got Fred VanVleet. Marc Gasol is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Payne, and at the 2-guard spot. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Siakam's checked in. Here's Siakam. Johnson left side, passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Siakam, and Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
Raptors trail by 12, and the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed be a great story, and thank you. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Siakam. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Stephen Curry in for Russell. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. Smitty, you're talking about Siakam, the Raptors president. He's from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
And here's Lowry. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. The drive by Siakam. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Wow, he's becoming a more sophisticated scorer. Siakam beats good D with better O.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Pass to Spellman. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Look at the Lakers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And I think for Golden State, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Raptors trail by 14. Anunoby. It's good. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lowry against Curry. Anunoby, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Greg, talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Here's Looney, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drains the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
They get it back. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. And Toronto also making a switch. Marc Gasol's checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. A nice shot by Gasol.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Warriors leading by 10. Outside Robinson. Siakam against Green. From deep, another three for Golden State.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Gasol finds Lowry, takes the three, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Green. Warriors getting another chance here. Pass to Robinson. Golden State moving it around. 5 to shoot. There's Green with the three. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. A floater, count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Powell.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Thompson passes to Looney. Outside, Robinson feeds to Green. 50 seconds left here in the second. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Lowry against Curry. To the left side wing. Fires the three. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Building off a solid first quarter. He's been lights out here in the second.
And the pass to Green. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lowry against Curry. Over to the left wing. Fades and shoots. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
It's interesting. Gasol entered the league as a big guy with raw tools. Now one of the most highly skilled centers in the game.
And he sinks the second. 8 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Russell dishes to Green. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. What up?
Thanks very much, Steph. I know Coach Stress is taking care of the basketball. What have you guys been doing to make sure you limit your turnovers?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He had 30 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition, catching the defense.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Robinson in at the 3. From deep, Green. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Powell. Basket counts. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you seeing this team night in and night out They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season. That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Lowry looking around. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Gasol. From outside the arc. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Curry with the 3. They get the rebound. Robinson kicks to Thompson. Robinson passes to Looney. Shot clock at 6. Curry's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
There's the triple. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Steph Curry.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Siakam trying to free himself up, and he gets it to go.
You know, few active players have taken more contact inside than Marc Gasol. He knows how to handle it.
Green inside the three-point line. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Powell. Can't hit that one. Curry with some nice D. And it's the Warriors on the break. He drains the quick shot. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Toronto calls timeout.
The Golden State Warriors, so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
Different look here for the Warriors. Omari Spellman has come in for Looney. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Green. Alec Burks checked in for Robinson. And it's Russell in for Curry. A new group in now for the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Kyle Lowry. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson outside over Johnson. Thompson misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Payne can't hit. Warriors shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. But they get it back. Takes the 3. And Klay Thompson hits from deep. Thompson's got 14 points for the game.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Now here's Payne. He kicks it to Johnson. Trying to find VanVleet and gets it to him. And he makes that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Robinson. Robinson. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And it's Payne in the corner. Out to the right wing. Hollis Jefferson, the 17-footer, goes down.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Green left side. Thompson outside. On deep. And another three for Golden State.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Raptors trail by 10. Here's Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Russell kicks to Green. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the three off target. Payne finds Siakam. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Van Vliet. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell. For Toronto, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. So both teams making some changes here. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
It's the three-point bomb. Russell's got 7. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors trail by 9. So for Toronto right now, they've got Marc Gasol. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Lowry, and it's Van Vliet in at the shooting guard. Hollis Jefferson passes to Van Vliet. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Toronto now. Gasol finds Hollis Jefferson. Lowry with the ball, fires the 3, and it's Russell with the rebound. It's Curry outside, another 3 for Golden State.
The defense was good, but what can you do? Curry just leveled up.
Here's Van Vliet. There's the dish to Johnson. Back to Van Vliet. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Russell from downtown, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And it's Lowry penetrating. The shot, no good. Warriors leading by 10. The tray, and Russell gets it to go on the assist by Green. And that's now 10 points for D'Angelo Russell. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Johnson. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Lowry against Curry. And the Raptors miss again. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside, Green. Outside for Curry. Here's Russell with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Russell's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
The Warriors making a switch here. Robinson's checked in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Curry, good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Pass to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 14 points for Kyle Lowry.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
Curry, good.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Raptors trail by 17. Outside Lowry. Fades. No good from Gasol. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. There's Green with the 3, and again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And there's the pass to Gasol. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they are not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
The deep 3 from Thompson. From beyond the arc and then some. Thompson's got 23. A minute 42 left in the game. Lowry against Curry. And another basket for Toronto.
And if you needed a reminder as to why Lowry's an all-star, check the scoring column.
Passes it to Looney. He dishes it to Thompson. Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Draymond Green.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Connects from three-point range.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby. They grab their own miss. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Fires for three, and the Warriors get it back. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Gasol. And here's Lowry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you. The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over. Hey, Dave. Yeah, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Anthony Davis is out there with Jared Dudley, and it's Cook in at the guard position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney, and it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. Back to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 4. From the line. And it's Cook missing. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Clark, midseason rumors now in full session. When a player requests a trade, how strongly do you think that affects team chemistry?
You know, Kevin, I'm all for players voicing their choice and actually having an opportunity to express themselves, but it can be detrimental if a player in the middle of a season makes it known that he's not interested in being there. It can have a terrible effect on team chemistry, in my opinion.
At the elbow, it's James, and it's good for 2. James has got his second basket.
I love the way James maintains his concentration, even against tight defense there. I mean, looks like the defense had no chance.
And here's Green outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure
on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Count that bucket. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
The 3 from LeBron. Draymond Green pulls it in. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Davis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And Thompson launches it from deep. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005. And amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Omari Spellman has come in for Green. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Alec Burks checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Russell in for Steph Curry. Here's James. Got it. Good job in the low post. LeBron's got 8. And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he would want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't have to wear his body out as much as he has in the past. And criticized and counted out, you knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
Lays it up off the glass. He's got 10.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Works for 3. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And that one's good. Green.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
McKinney kicks to Russell from deep three-point range. Good on the three-point shot. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Looney. He's guarded by Cousins. Works for 3. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 5. Throws it up high.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Burks' shot is good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by Russell. And it's the Warriors on the break. Spellman with the bucket.
Just a beautiful read by the former Buckeye Russell. So gifted at making those decisions.
Cook looking it over. Three-pointer. No good that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goal.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Alec Burks is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Spellman in at the power forward. Pass to James. Lets a floater go. Kicks it out to Bradley. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Cousins. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Looney, and it's Klay Thompson in for Alfonso McKinney.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
James looking it over. Great D that time from Green.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
You know, early in his career, there were questions surrounding D'Angelo Russell's maturity, and understandably so. That's the case with most young players. But of late, in his case, his improvement as a player and his growth as a person is impressive.
And it's James missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Golden State moving the ball around. Nice shot by Thompson.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. They trail by 1. And beginning his career with the Lakers, coaches wanted Russell to take a more serious approach.
Yeah, you know what? I think his last year there, losing the trust of his teammates, probably woke him up a bit. Sometimes you got to go through the adversity to recognize what you need to change. It's not enough to just put up numbers. You've got to be a professional in how you go about your business, and plenty to like about where D'Angelo Russell is and where he's headed.
It's good from long range.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Burks against James. And James throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Bradley gets it to go.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
LeBron passes to Cousins. Here's Davis. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Davis has got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Bradley, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Wow.
Are you kidding? My goodness.
Yeah, and the long reach of Cousins really enables him to hammer home some skyscraping jams.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Amari Spellman. And Robinson III comes in for Alec Burks. And Curry subbed in for Russell. Jared Dudley's checked in for Los Angeles. Quinn Cook comes in for LeBron. But we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader. As you well know, Kevin, we actually share book titles on occasion. And obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation. But I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and that one is stuffed right through.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Thompson for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Here is Cook, guarded by Curry. There's the pass to Caldwell Pope. 13 feet away. And it's Davis missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Pass to Robinson. There's the 3. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Curry.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Good if it goes, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. And we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing? And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get on.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Jared Dudley out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Cook in at the point guard. Caldwell Pope dishes to Dudley. Good on the bucket. Dudley's got the first points of the third quarter up on the boards for Los Angeles.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Curry, good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And here is Davis. 10 points for him. That one goes. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Thompson from long range. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for Steph Curry.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Here is Cook, guarded by Curry. Thompson comes with the double team. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 5. Robinson finds Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clark, you love players that can put up double-doubles, and we've got a lot of them in the NBA.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Joel Embiid comes to mind. You think about Anthony Davis. Who's on your list, Kevin? I know you cover the league so closely. Who else is in that group?
Well, I know at the top of the list was Andre Drummond at Detroit.
That's right. That's right. He had, he was about 80% of his games in the double-double ledger.
And Rudy Gobert, Utah, was up there as well, I think number 2. So we've got these big men helping in a lot of ways, which they need to do. For the lead, another 3 for Golden State.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
LeBron passes to McGee. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Over to the wing. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Good. McGee's got his second bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
A three-pointer is right on target.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here is Cook, guarded by Curry. To the middle, here's Cousins. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Cousins has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Here's Spellman, guarded by McGee. Russell from long range. That shot off, and the Lakers take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney comes in for Amari Spellman. And Draymond Green's subbed in for Alfonso McKinney. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Burks with the steal. And here's the fast break. Curry outside. The rebound by Cook. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 2-point game. And Cousins throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Curry with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 20 points for Steph Curry.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Burks. And it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. And then for Los Angeles, Jared Dudley's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in for LeBron.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Cousins. Green's got 6.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. There's no debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Green down low with Looney. Russell is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. That's the Warriors 5.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it to Dudley. Passes to Cook. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. A baseline J. That one good for 2.
Timeout. Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Timeout called the Warriors. Checked in for the Warriors. LeBron's checked in for Los Angeles. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Back to Cook. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Warriors on D. James kicks to Dudley. Davis against Thompson. Fades back. And Davis can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Green outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Caldwell Pope against Thompson, and he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 39. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with a guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And Davis gets it to go.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time.
Good, another from 3.
And, guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Nice shot by James.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Inside. Back to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And clearly
we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Klay Thompson.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. The Lakers rebound. Pass to James. Shoots the 3. From deep. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, they ain't taking a thong. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. See them hate, that's the biggest mistake.